Scouts coming back. There's monsters massing at the gates. Today there might be monsters at our gates, but we will stand firm. We will fight. I have been particularly busy getting ready to work on, busy adult stuff. I've definitely just been playing. There is something that I really wanted to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and lower the drawbridge, and you are allowed to pass. Come on. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Mike, the Bowtie Writer. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to my cardboard lair. Now, I want to talk about something that's really important related to writing, but before I do that, I do have an announcement. My wife and I are buying a house. Yeah, is this what adulting feels like? Holy shit, we're buying a house. I'm really shocked because whenever I was sitting in the bank, I was just thinking about robots. It's really, really exciting, but that also means that there's going to be some changes to the scenery. You're going to be seeing some more boxes, and I'm going to try to do what I can to keep up with these videos, but in the lead up to our move at the very beginning of March, it's also possible that I might fall behind. I'll try to keep you all posted, but just be aware that that's going on, so when you see lots of boxes everywhere, that's what's going on with it. I did want to talk about something today with respect to writing, and I think it's something that's important. I've talked about it a lot on Twitter, but I don't think I've explicitly talked about it here in a video. So I wanted to take the opportunity to have this conversation. And namely, I want to just simply talk about how being a writer, right, it's so easy to get so serious, focusing on the craft, focusing on exactly what your story structure is going to be, making sure your characters have a good narrative arc. Especially that's not even touching when you get into the art of actually selling your book, of querying, of publishing, of dealing with editors and agents, where there's a whole business dynamic associated to your writing. There's a lot going on there, and it's really easy to forget one of the most important things about writing. Writing should be fun. Let me tell you a story. All right. There was, a few years ago, one of my first big books that I attempted to write once I got back into writing after my break was this really, really serious historical fantasy novel. Like, I was doing it right, I was crossing all the T's, I was dotting all the I's. This would be the first book that I finished. This would be the first really good book that I wrote. And I finished it, and I fought with it, and I wrangled with it. And to be clear, I love those characters, and I will go back and revisit those characters sometime. But about the time that I read through the third draft, and I said, this book is awful. There's serious problems with the structure. I cannot fix these problems with the structure. There's just too much wrong here. I'm going to have to start from scratch. It wasn't fun at that point, right? Like, I was not enjoying myself. I dreaded the thought of going back to that project and spending another 6 months to a year starting it over from scratch. Obviously, if you are an author and you are under book contract, that's an entirely different ballgame. You have got stuff that you have to finish. It is by a deadline. You need to meet those deadlines or else you don't have a career. Like, that is the business side of writing. But especially for authors who are just starting out or whatever, you've got freedom. You can write whatever you want. And so I just want to encourage you to make sure that you actually take the time to write books that you find as fun. I'll tell you what, after that historical fantasy, what I did, I said, you know, I'm going to take just a little break. I'm just going to write this little giant robot novella. It'll be like, what, maybe 25,000 words or whatever. It'll be fine. Spoiler alert, it ended up being 95,000 words. The point is that I was not having fun with that historical fantasy anymore. I was dreading working on it. And when I shifted gears and I started working on something that made my inner 12-year-old happy, when I started writing about giant robots, because why not? I felt like it. Like, I started having fun again. It shows. On the page, you see the difference between the two different books. One where I was trying to be really serious, and one where I was just going, you know what? We're going to have some fun. This is going to be great. This lesson is so obvious. It's so there in plain sight that I missed it for years. And I don't want you to make the same mistake that I did. Whatever you're working on, whatever it is, I hope that it's something that's fun. I hope that you're enjoying it. Life's too short to work on books that you aren't enthusiastic about. And writing a book is a very, very long process. So if you're only lukewarm on the topic, go find a topic, go find a twist, find something about that thing that you want to write that makes you just go, this is awesome. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up down on Twitter. What makes you excited? What are you working on? Plus, I also have a very, very serious question for you. Very serious. We're going to do a dramatic zoom in here. Very serious. Who would win? Giant robots or dragons? As always, if you liked what you saw, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I do really appreciate it. Every retweet, every mention, every share does help my videos get in front of new people, and it lets me help more people. That's why I do this. So thank you all so much. I really do appreciate the support. If you have any questions, feel free to drop any questions down in the comments, or feel free to hit me up on Twitter. I'm there entirely too much, and I'm at BowTieWriter. Feel free to reach out to me. So that's it. That's all I've got for this week. I'm Mike, the Bowtie Writer. I will see you all next time.